Hello and happy Tuesday. Hope you are doing well tonight. Hello, Robin.
Hello, how are you?
Robin's just Robin. Did you notice that? Like, she doesn't have a last name.
Oh, yeah. I did notice that.
Yeah. What's up, Jeffrey?
She's very pink.
I know.
It's a very pink. Well, there's a lot of pink doing there.
She's representing the ladies tonight.
I guess so. What is that pink thing on the back beside the clock?
It's a unicorn.
It's a neon. Oh, that's my unicorn.
A unicorn. Okay.
It's for anger issues.
Do you need to sit with that or snuggle with it tonight while you're on the line?
I used to have it in the car, and you squeak and you squeeze it makes noise.
Okay, everybody watching, I promise we do not hire somebody with anger issues. Robin does very well with all of our clients.
She really does.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Yes. Well, welcome to tonight's show. We started doing these lives last year sometime for you so that you could answer, we could answer any of your questions live. So pop those into the comment section. We'll try to put them up on screen and answer them live. Whatever your profile picture is may pop up on the screen too. So if you have a really bad profile picture that you don't want to be seen, change that before you post the question so that, we don't have to put that on the screen and all that. But anyways, we've got some things to talk about. We got some neighborhood things to talk about. Before we get to that though, Robin, you recently had a few clients out in Horizons. And so tell us how those clients have gone and how is the building process out there and all that.
Well, I don't think that they even have any specs left at this point, but they're going to be starting back again somewhere around June, July with the building process. But the homes are nice. If you can grab one. They're great pricing right now before they go up. And that clubhouse is looking spectacular.
Right?
It's every time I go out there, it looks like there's more and more. It's like amazing. I can't wait to get in there.
And it's going to be one of the only ones that has a bar, right?
Correct.
And I can't wait to see kind of what the pool is going to look like because I think it's going to be one of a kind where it's very free-formed shape with, palm trees coming off the side of it. And
they're going to love that.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that before in this area. And if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be one of the largest in the state that has ever been built. So
very nice, very
Robin,
nice.
We had some people that asked us if we would do a video out there when the pool opens with our swim fins, Speedos, and like swan, with the belly.
Yes.
Are you saying yes? You would want to see that?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm totally down.
God, nobody wants to see that.
I'm down. Okay. I need like a unicorn float.
Let's do a vote. Everybody watching, if you really want to see Jeff in a Speedo, put yes in the comments. If you really want to see Jeff in the Speedo.
Wow.
Put no in the comments. Okay. And we'll kind of go from there.
Oh Lord.
But even though the clubhouse is not open yet, Jeff, you were telling me you just sent over the latest on what's going on with the coordinator out there, what they're doing and all of that, right?
Yeah, so they're not, they don't have a real big place to meet, but I think they've done a really good job, and they have a full-time event planner, community, whatever it is, out there planning events, and they're really doing the best they can with what they have. They're doing stuff on site, they're going off site. So they're doing, and one of the model houses is really big and has a big open space. So they've been using that for some meetings also.
So
they had a craft club get together right before Christmas there.
You went, didn't you, Robin? Even though you don't live there.
I was there. I just happened to be there.
I went in there, and they were a couple of our clients were in there meeting with some other people, and they were doing a planning event. I just sat down. Remember, Mark? I ended up hanging out there with him for like 20 minutes, and you were out showing houses. I was just hanging with the ladies.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna hang here. Are you okay with those clients? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna work? Great, awesome.
Just us girls
I'm just
hanging
gonna
out.
talk to these people.
So we're gonna meet up in the park at Ashley River Park. Okay.
So talk about Ashley River Park, Jeff.
Yeah. We did a video many moons ago back there. But Ashley River Park is Mark, what do you think it is? 7 minutes away?
7 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's got like a big pavilion. Our church has actually had services out there, and they got a big splash pad for the kiddos,
Nice.
and a big lake, and an alligator that's missing a tail or something. I forget what it was, or missing a leg. Remember, it was or missing an eye, or I forget.
I think it was a foot. It was part of
What?
a foot, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was missing something.
Yeah.
And there's nice trails back along the Ashley River, and you can launch your canoes and kayaks there. And they've got rental spaces for like wedding receptions.
Nice.
And we haven't been there recently, but weren't they planning on doing like a rock climbing wall and a zip line and
Yeah, I think so.
other stuff? I don't know if they've done that yet or not.
I think
Big
so.
and big dog parks, obviously, because they're going to take all the dogs out there. And
I
if
was
you're
trying to
just
get
a county
to the
resident,
video.
I think you could join for the whole year for like $50 or something instead of
Oh, wow.
3 times or $3 a person to get in every time.
And it gets you in several parks too, right?
I bet it is for all the Dorchester County
Yeah.
parks.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Peggy said, yes, I think Jeff should wear a Speedo on his head. That would be funny. He's a funny guy in a nice way, of course.
Robin, I was down at a meeting in South Beach one time, and I saw a dude in Speedos. It was a yellow Speedo, and it was small.
Woo.
And I was out of my environment. I was from Pittsburgh, and that is not the kind of thing that you see in Pittsburgh, and it's a whole different world on South Beach.
It is. It is.
And I went up and I said, my friend, I must take a picture of you to send to my wife. You are fantastic.
Oh, love it.
And he
I
said,
love it.
have at it, buddy.
Oh my goodness. All right, so they got a resident orientation. They've got a big
Oh.
game trivia. Starts at 6 p.m. I'm assuming that's for the foot. No, that's not for the Super Bowl.
Well,
Where's
it's
the-
not on Sunday, but I bet it's about Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah. Bloom and Bubbles, a fun flower arrangement workshop for the gals.
See,
What if I
would-
liked flowers?
I know I would want to go to that. Robin, that sounds right up your alley. You'd like
I
that.
don't know. I just like looking at it. I don't like putting them together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. And plus, they die. Just give me a real bush. I like a
Okay.
real. Give me a whole rose bush. I'll take it.
They got the thornies in them.
So what? It will live forever.
All right.
Trivia Valentine's Edition, February 13th.
Ooh.
They've got a Valentine's 80s disco.
Well, no, it says 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s on there.
Oh,
so-
56. Okay.
Yeah.
Multi-dimensional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here-
It's
They got
80s are in
shrimp
there.
cocktail, spinach dip, mini
Ooh.
burgers, mini chicken salad, croissants, barbecue meatballs, mini vegetables, chicken egg rolls, assorted wings.
Who's cooking this?
Located at the Edward Rollins Community Center in downtown Summerville.
Wow.
Robin, Valentine's Day is coming up. Is it expected of your man to do something for Valentine's Day, or?
Okay, so look, we've been together for 30 years now.
Yeah.
No expectation. If I want something, I get it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
don't-
got you.
Yeah, like you don't need to be like, will you be my Valentine? You have me for life, apparently. So
You already signed the papers. It's a done deal.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Andrea's grandmother, when she was alive, was down here for Valentine's Day visiting one time, and nice lady. She didn't really like me so much.
No.
All right, here's why. Back when we were first dating, and this was 26 years ago, we've been married for 26 years last Friday. Andrea's grandmother was walking out of a restaurant in front of me, and I said to her, I'll tell you what, Peg, for an old broad, you're one hot piece of tail. Now listen,
Where's my mute button?
in my head, this is a compliment. I meant it well.
I mean, yeah, I would have been like, cool, thanks.
Her, not so much.
I didn't think so.
So back to Valentine's Day. She was down here for Valentine's Day, and I sometimes I try to do a little something for Valentine's Day, and because I'm very lucky that she has chosen to be with me for the last 26 years because I suck and she's awesome.
She's let you live.
Yeah, she lets me live. So I went to the dollar store and bought Valentine's decorations, and I went to the Waffle House in Knightsville and handed the girl $20 and said, "Here, set me up a table. I'll be back in at 7:00." And so we came in at 7:00, and we had Andrea's grandmother with us because she was in town for a visit. And so we went to Waffle House, and I had pretty decorations from the dollar store all over the table, and it was very romantic. And her grandmother was not impressed.
It's the little things. I mean, you got to keep these excitement alive.
But it was Waffle House, Robin.
What is more romantic than scattered, covered, and topped, my friend?
She didn't have to cook. She didn't have to cook.
Oh, my wife can't cook. No. Andrew does not know how to cook.
Lisa says, "Hi, y'all."
Hey, Lisa.
I got to give a shout out. We've got some regulars on that come on like every week, like Jackie and Peggy and Lisa and
Aww.
Brian.
Brian's been on a lot. Yep. I appreciate all these people.
We got to say thank you to all those people. So thank you guys. We appreciate you being on and being part of the Cal community and just kind of keeping us going with questions and all of that stuff.
Maybe for all the locals, we should meet at a Waffle House on Valentine's Day.
Not Waffle House. I'd rather meet at our office than Waffle House.
Wait. I just read where Waffle House is raising their prices on every egg by 50 cents.
Oh, really?
Shut it down.
I promise.
Mark, do you not like Waffle House?
It's all right. Like, I wouldn't bring my wife there for Valentine's Day, though.
Okay.
Yes, and the Kaminskis. What's up, Kaminskis?
Hello.
We love you guys too. All right, let me go back to sharing. So they have a DIY welcome mat, $15 a person. You can make your own welcome mat.
Oh, I was going to have a welcome carpet made for our new house and put my face on it. And so people could walk all over my face. And Andrea put the kibosh on that. I was going to get like a 6-foot custom mat inside the front door of our house when we bought the house. And Andrea said no.
So, Jeff, I don't know if you remember, that picture that's on the front of our front desk?
Yeah.
So the first one that came in was broken. So they said, just keep it. And so I kept that because I figured one of our events, we can do like pin the tail on Mark and Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
One of our events.
Yeah.
Since that's broken. And I think people will really have a lot of fun with it.
That would be fun.
Yeah. They got an event at Drayton Hall. No bus transportation. Meet us at Drayton Hall for a guided tour of the main house. $25 a person. See, that's kind of cool. Like, you get to visit all the plantations, and I've seen kayak trips out of there. They go to the river dogs.
I have never been to Drayton Hall.
I don't think I have either.
Neither have I.
Usually when I go somewhere, I go to Magnolia Plantation.
You just like riding the little choo-choo train thing.
I do. That's a good tour. If you haven't been there, Magnolia Plantation, they have what is that? It's like a trolley kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it goes out through the rice fields and around and towards the whole plantation. It's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
You see lots of alligators.
We need a field trip.
That would be wonderful.
So, Jeff, since we got quite a few Cane Bay people on, let's talk about the news that it might be coming. They lifted the moratorium for it because over the next 30 years, there's going to be $100 million in tax and money coming in from it, and $400 million in school money coming in for it. Part of the development has another fire station out there and another school, I believe, too. And that's on the backside of Cane Bay. And it is called the Lake Village at Cane Bay Plantation. So there was a big meeting in October. You actually went to that meeting
I did.
just to kind of hear what it was. So, and they invited some, realtors and businesses and things like that. But the highlights of the plan is it's going to be a walkable community surrounded by a 500-acre lake system, 1,000 acres of parks, trails, green spaces, waterfront restaurants, shops, offices, full range of housing options. And I think the latest number of homes that I saw was an additional 6,500 homes, 650,000 square feet of retail space over there. And that's going to be along the lake on this side at the top right, kind of above Meritage. Meritage is going to have, I think, around 1,000 homes of those 6,500, if not more, that will be kind of attached to the coves at Lake Zacane Bay, but it won't be part of the coves. It'll be like a separate community. So, I'm thinking more and more about the whole golf cart thing. Like, if this comes to fruition, a golf cart might be the right move for sure.
Yeah, one of the things that I remember about this meeting was, and plans can obviously change 15 times between, and this is nothing that's coming tomorrow.
Right.
So this is going to be years and years in the making. But at least in this plan, a lot of their lakeside property was not designated towards homes. It was dedicated towards communal park and retail space. Mm-hmm. So you've got nice, walkways and things around the lake with shops and things like that, not homes. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then they also had in the plans, it wasn't just going to be single family houses. It was, I think, going to be like some condos, townhouses, single family homes, all of that as options.
One of the cool things I saw in one of the news articles too is they were going to have some affordable housing for EMS, fire, teachers, things like that, which I've never really heard of being separated in part of a community like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's super great because obviously those hometown heroes are super important to our community.
Hey, listen, always the good, always the bad on this channel. It is much more difficult for the first-time home buyer now. Mark, we just heard a number of the average first-time home buyer age is now, what was it, 38?
38 years old, and the average move-up buyer is 61.
Yeah. So the first-time buyer it really struggles to. We've got a few clients right now where we're working through that process with them. It's much more difficult than it used to be. So this might help.
Peggy says she loves Magnolia Plantation, so she's right there with you, Jeff.
They have a petting zoo there too, Peggy. If you haven't, go to the petting zoo. Yeah, Andrea loves petting the ducks.
Becca said we can use that picture at the axe throwing event. Yes.
There you go.
Put it up on the board.
That's the winner.
Mark or Jeff in the nose.
Yeah. I think I want to do another axe throwing event this year. Do you want to do another one this year, Mark?
I think people liked it last time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. Lisa said, is that near us in Summerville Crossing? Yes. On the other side of that roundabout, Lisa, going up and to the right, basically on this side of the lake, and then also on the other side of the lake up and to the right. And supposedly there's going to be 5 different exits over to Highway 17 over there.
Well, that's good. That would be needed because there's definitely, Mark, you remember back when Cane Bay had 1 entrance in, right?
Yes.
And now there's 4.
Yeah.
And so they would need more ways to get in and out of the neighborhood. Speaking of golf carts, Robin, did you know that I don't have a golf cart sitting in my garage anymore?
Oh no, what happened?
I came home and it was gone. Mark, do you have a golf cart in your garage tonight?
I do have a golf cart in my garage tonight.
Isn't that something?
Did it belong to Jeff Craig?
It does.
It does belong to Jeff Craig.
Hey, let me tell you what a dirtball I am, Robin.
Tell me, please tell me.
I am going to tell you. I pay my bills.
Okay.
I didn't pay attention to the golf cart because mine's an LSV, and so it's got a license plate on it. and I go, I had new batteries put in, and then we had it delivered over to Mark's house, and I'll explain why. I'm looking at my license plate, and it says the tag expired like October of last year. So I'm like, oh, stupid Berkeley County forgot to send me my. Blah, 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 blah. I call them up today. I'm like, you didn't send me. You didn't pay the bill, Mr. Greg.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't pay the bill.
You almost have no excuse now with the bills being online.
Yeah.
Like,
it's happened to me with a truck. It's happened. It was a whole year.
A year.
A whole year. I'm shocked I didn't get stopped. It was a whole year.
You must be a good driver.
I forgot all about it.
And I went to pay it today, and after 3 months, they take it off of the website. So I had to call them and say, okay, please put it back on the website. Because we were set. I'm thinking, oh, geez, Mark's going to go get pulled over in Cane Bay because my golf cart's at his house. And so
honestly, I'm surprised you took care of it. Like, I figured you'd want me to get pulled over.
I would not want you to get pulled over, because if you get arrested, that means I have to work twice as hard.
That's right. That's right. Bail money.
So we're going to do something cool with that golf cart. We've had a bunch of people ask us to give them an idea of the golf cart ability of Cane Bay and Nexton. So we're going to do some videos where we're tooling around in the golf cart, kind of showing how long it takes to get from deep into Cane Bay up to the Publix, or from Nexton, Brighton Park, or Del Webb into Harris Teeter, or down to our office for lunch or something. It's gonna be fun.
Very nice. Very nice.
We're gonna pick up Lisa on her break.
Oh yeah,
because she works from home, so we'll pick.
Hey, that's a 6-seater, baby. We can pack up everybody, take a ride.
Yeah. Lisa said, "Nice as long as they don't cut through Summerville."
No,
she's like, "They'll be cutting through my neighborhood."
No.
She also said salaries are too low, so this was in reference to the first-time home buyers and all that.
Oh yeah, that's a piece of it.
I get that.
For sure.
Peggy said, "Hope I live long enough to see this." Yeah,
I think
it's
so
really
too.
Nice. I think it's gonna be really nice, though, for sure. Other Summerville news, Jeff. Did you know that Summerville is number 5 in the 10 most popular zip codes for home buyers? Number 5.
Number 5. Let's see what's. Oh, you know what? I did see this list. You know what I was interested in this list is look how much of Texas is on there.
That's because it's everybody coming from
a
California.
Lot.
Yeah,
like
I was surprised how many
right?
were Texas.
Yep.
So Summerville's the only South Carolina city on the top 10. But part of the article was talking about how people are straying away from the big cities and going out to the suburbs that have lots of stuff.
Yeah.
So, Nexton is a perfect example. Cane Bay is a perfect example of that, where you get that golf cartability lifestyle to go over to the store, the Publix. We ate at Rotolo's last night, which is a new restaurant right next to Harris Teeter in Nexton. So people want that live, work, play atmosphere when they're looking for new homes.
Was it like a brew house also, the big beer menu, or?
I didn't see the beer menu, but it says craft, so they got to have it. But
that's what I was assuming. It was a beer place also.
They only have it's only their second week open, so I think they just had a limited menu on the drinks to start.
Okay.
But we did try their cheese fries, of course, and pizza, and both of those were good. I still think King's Pizza is a little bit better for sure. I want to go back and try their pastas. They had like 8 or 10 pastas on the menu, and I'm a big pasta guy. So I want to go back and try that before I give the Mark Klim final grade on it.
I could go the rest of my life without eating pasta.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just not I look Italian, but I don't like pasta. That's why I don't like it. I would never order it when I was out.
I could eat pasta for breakfast, lunch, and dinner probably.
Really? That's how Reagan is.
Yeah. But yeah, so number 5 on this list, Cyprus, I think, was one of the top ones, right? Second. and it's saying the average price was 404.
Hmm.
I don't think they had Summerville in this article. No.
I wonder why that one town in Florida is doing so well, because we've kind of been seeing a little bit of a mass exodus out of Florida. Even a Zoom call we were on today, right? I mean, it just seems like a lot of people were heading out of Florida.
Yeah,
So,
it's got to be a location or something.
Yeah, I think it's affordability and location. So I did my internship in St. Pete back in 96, I guess it was. And I lived right next to the town that this is. And when I was there, it was like absolutely nothing. But because Tampa is so growing out so much,
Yeah.
this has become the Summerville of Tampa, basically.
Okay.
Where there's lots of new construction and real nice. And, our friend Juan could tell us a whole lot more, but that's what I'm hearing about Parrish, Florida. So it's inland a little bit, but not a whole lot. You can still get damaged by the hurricanes and all that. There.
Yeah. Bringing up Juan is a good point. I don't know if everybody knows, but there's a lot of cities that we have really good relationships with other realtors. And so, when you're picking a realtor you want to work with, you do not want somebody that did 3 deals last year. You want somebody that knows what they're doing and has a lot of history under their belt. So even if you're not looking to come to Summerville, Charleston, or even now all of South Carolina, we probably know the right person in most of the major towns up and down the East Coast. Check in with us and we'll get you lined up with the right people.
Yep, absolutely. One more little news topic I wanted to share that I thought was interesting. Redfin had an article out that more than 1/3 of homeowners say they'll never sell. 34% say they'll never sell. Another 27% wouldn't consider selling for at least 10 years, and 25% only plan to sell in the next 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
So, Jeff, Robin, what do you think that's going to do to inventory if this were to come to fruition?
Well, I think that first of all, I think we know the reason why. There's so many people that from 5 years ago got a mortgage rate, sub 5%, that they don't ever want to, if they're sitting on a 3.5-4% mortgage rate, they definitely don't want to trade up to a 7% today. So that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But these stories like this, that very well could be the case around the country, but I just don't feel like it really affects Charleston that much because we're such a destination town. And if somebody's going to be selling their house in Boston, they're going to want to sell their house in Boston if they want to move to Summerville. If they're going to stay in Boston, then that's a different animal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the get to people versus the have to people or want to people.
Yeah.
Because of those interest rates, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I wouldn't mind moving, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because just the hassle of everything already,
Yeah.
It takes 2 people to have to work nowadays to make a home. So I think it's getting harder and harder. Yeah.
Now, if I was in Massachusetts, like you're saying, I really think I would, and because just the weather alone.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get someplace south, and you just got to bite the bullet and make the move.
Yeah.
And if you're never going to make the move, that's fine. But if you're going to make the move someday, I just had a long conversation with clients today trying to help them decide if they want to sell their house in Nexton to buy a house in Nexton. And it's just that, she was single when she bought the house, and now they're married, and they just, they're in a little townhouse and just need more space. And so talking through, being that they're sitting at a 3.5% mortgage rate, but if it's not the right house, it's not the right house.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and if they want to stay there forever, that's fine. But if you do want to move at some point, I can make the case for now's the time because the smart guys are telling us the interest rates are not, I mean, they're not going back down to the 4s and 5s, at least anytime soon.
Yep.
We expect them to settle in around 6.5 is what the smart people are saying. But what we do know is that house is going to cost 5% more next year and probably 5% more the year after that. So now if we want to do this in the next 10 years to house up or do something, does it make sense to wait for mortgage rates to potentially drop? Or does it make sense to buy the house now, which could be $60,000, $70,000 more 3-4 years from now when we go to buy it?
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
What?
We got a special guest, it looks like.
Show them the face you're making me as she just got back from CrossFit and she opens the door and she's giving me this face. And she expects me to keep, hey, did you or did you not like Valentine's dinner at Waffle House?
I love Valentine's dinner at Waffle House.
That's my girl.
A couple years ago. You
Oh
came.
my God.
Oh, I love it.
Ridiculous.
It is not ridiculous.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. That's what it was.
They didn't put the confetti down though because they didn't want those little heart confettis.
Oh, did I buy confetti for
like
them to
glitter?
put down too?
Yeah, they're like, we didn't put glitter.
But
We have to clean
Would
up.
they put down like placemats and candles and stuff?
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, Lord,
It was-
I can't.
Yeah, he's the best.
Thank you, baby.
See ya.
Hash
Bye.
brown heaven. Oh.
So let's talk about a good story that we had this week. We had a couple that we had a Zoom call with a couple months ago, I think 2 months ago. And they said, hey, we really want to be in South Carolina. They were in, I don't know, New Jersey, Maryland, somewhere around there. And, we have a house up here to sell and we got to find jobs. And we were like, yeah, no, I mean, you guys are in the right fields. And, obviously anybody coming from there that we've had clients in the past do really well. So they said, well, we're going to pull the trigger this week. So they put their house on the market. While they were putting their house on the market, they both got job offers, which then lined them up to, be mortgage eligible and all of that.
Very nice.
And then they got, within the first 3 days of their house on the market, the second night, I think it was, they had 7 showings. The very next day, they had a great offer over asking price. While that was going on, they were determining which offer to take because I think they totaled 3 offers, if I remember correctly. Dwayne and I were working on their house down here because Carnes Crossroads had huge sales on because they're trying to meet some numbers, $110,000 off the house.
Wow.
So Dwayne and I were able to go and get video of every floor plan that was available
Love it.
that they liked. So it was 2 different floor plans, but 10 different homes that we went and videoed. Now we showed them one in detail of the floor plan, and then we just pointed out the changes in each of the other videos that were the same floor plan, such as the backyard. This one had a tub. This one didn't have a tub. The cabinets were white versus gray, those type of things. So based off those videos, they knocked it down to 2. Once they ratified their contract, we were on the phone with our Lennar rep. Yes, their first pick was still available. We got approval from management 3 levels up, I believe, for them to take the home to sell contingency because they weren't doing it on these homes initially because they were trying to close them in February fast. Well, we were able to commit to that, which allowed them to approve the home to sell contingency. They got $110,000 off the house. They got their house sold all in a matter of like 2 months.
Wow.
So you went out and filmed 10 houses?
10 houses.
Robin, I was down at Disney World visiting the mouse with the family. So Mark, and let me apologize because it's clear. Whenever one of us leaves, the other one is going to get their butt kicked.
Yes.
It happens all the time.
Yes.
So are you afraid at all that you showed them the wrong house? Like, or there was some miscommunication of like, this is house 1, but they liked house 2 since they weren't actually
my
here to see the
God.
house. So they're going to show up and be like, hey, wait a second.
That's not the house we
What is
want,
going on
Mark.
here?
No. I was very clear. I
All
stood
right.
in front of the house and I said,
Address,
this is
lot number.
8177
Oh.
State Street. The house is gray. And I did each video. Like, I was not going to fail them.
Okay.
I was not going to fail them for sure.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
But they are super happy. They went back and forth with a bunch of different questions. We've already got their home inspection lined up. They are closing on their house up there the same day they're closing on their house down here. So we were able to get that realtor to go to the closing for them. They're going to sign everything early
Nice.
and be down here. So I'm assuming they'll close up there around 10 o'clock. The money will wire over. They'll close on this house by 2 or 3. They'll be sleeping in their new house without even have to be in a hotel.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But still, until they see the house and walk in the door, I'm still going to be a little bit nervous. I can't help it.
Yeah. So the bad thing for
Oh.
you is the day they close, I'm on vacation. So
Ugh.
if it hits the fan, it's all you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not on vacation.
Oh, I was so worried. I did do one of these deals where they never saw the house. They were coming in. It was a house over in Sangre, and like I did video at the butt, man. I wanted them to see every angle of everything. And we talked about it in video conference and all this stuff. But until they walked in that door the day of closing and saw it, and I saw they were happy with it, I was freaking terrified.
Yes.
All right. So he called his name out. I didn't call his name out. He said, that's us. Thanks, guys. Busy. We're getting it all done. Thanks to you and your team. So amazing. Thank you.
The beard is moving to Summerville, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Mark was on point. Such hard work. Thanks again. You're welcome, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Definitely worth it. We're glad to get you down here for sure.
And if anything gets screwed up, let's just remember I was at Disney World when this went down.
All right. So Kimberly says, hi, Robin.
Hey, Kim, how are you?
Heidi and Wes are on. They're another regular couple.
Yes,
Thank you guys for always being on. Brian, we called out your name earlier too for always being on. So thank you. Heidi says, how many years left until Horizon finishes building houses? I would say 3 to 4, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a heck of a guess. I mean, we just really don't know. It all depends on how fast. If they keep trucking along the way that they've been doing, it could be pretty quick, a couple years, but they've got a lot more houses to go.
Yeah.
My bigger question is how long until we can start selling houses in Horizons and Carnes?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up. Chris said, when will Dwayne be on the show? He is the man.
Actually,
he committed for next week, right?
he committed for
nice.
next week. Yes. Dwayne does not love the thought of being on camera, but Dwayne has committed to actually here. I'll show you the text, Robin. Dwayne texted Mark and I earlier and said, here, if you want to show this picture on live tonight, I'm up at the lake and yeah, there it is. And so I texted back and said, well, first I said, that's almost as pretty as me. And then I said, only people that go on the lives get to share pictures on the lives. So he said, okay, right. I'll do it next week.
Right.
Say, Dwayne, your people have spoken. They want you on the show.
Oh, don't tell him he's got people. Don't do that.
He's got fans.
Thanks for asking, Chris. Appreciate that. I missed one. What did I say? Oh, Lisa said when we were talking about not moving, she says, we are not moving again. Love it. Entertained. I agree.
Lisa, I hope not. I listen. You guys are in a great neighborhood, a great house. You should not move again.
Yeah. J-Pop is on. He's another regular. Hey, J-Pop. Pre-construction meeting tomorrow.
Nice. I love the lot they got out there.
Yeah, they got the woods on one side, right?
And then
the water behind them. It's gonna be really nice.
And actually, them and Silva's could have like water balloon fights over the lake there.
Almost, right?
Yeah, they're kind of across the lake from each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are those things called where you pull it back and then let it go?
slingshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
They could do slingshots.
Did you ever fire a potato gun?
No.
Oh, they could shoot potatoes at each other for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Won't that break a window though?
Oh, don't worry about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Robin, you've gotten in trouble with a potato gun before because I have, and I know the look you're giving me right now.
I'm from Florida. That's all I need to say.
I launched a potato over Route 8 and over Hampton Plaza once, and luckily
Oh,
we used to like a whole can of hairspray in that thing or something. It was like a bazooka going off. I cleared the highway and the mall back into the woods.
Oh, all right. Let's roll into weekly numbers. So our weekly question for
Here we
Jeff.
go.
So Robin, you get to jump in on this one too.
I'm so bad at this.
Is always how many homes over 1 million went under contract last week. All right, so I'm going to give you a few clues. So our people, you guys can jump in here too. 230 residential properties went under contract last week. 173 were single family homes. Out of those 173, how many were over 1 million? So Jeff won last week. He beat the audience. So it's going to be Jeff versus Robin versus the audience. All right. So out of 173 homes, how many were over 1 million? Jeff, you always have to give your answer first.
I do. I'm feeling confident tonight about my answer. 22.
22. Okay. Robin, what do you think?
45.
45. All right. We're going to give the audience time. Oh, look, Peggy agrees with you. 22.
Peggy, team Peggy right now. We're going with 22.
Yeah. We're going to go over a few more numbers, and then we'll come back to it to give everybody a chance
That's
to
realtor
throw
flashing gang signs.
their answer
22.
in the comment. All right. So for Summerville, Hanahan, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner, 86 of those 173 were in this area. The median price for Summerville Ladson was $380. Hanahan, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner was $360. So $195, $196 a square foot. None of those were over 1 million, because we do have some in Cane Bay that came really close, and Nexton as well, but none of them this week. 48 condos and townhomes, 18 were in Mount Pleasant out of those 173. 26 were in West Ashley.
Mark, do you think we've had $1 million sale in Nexton yet outside of the HGTV houses?
There's one on the market right now. I know
Okay.
for sure at 1.1 that has a pool and it's gorgeous. So I guess we'll have to see if that sells. I would imagine that there's at least one other one in there
Okay.
that recently did. All right, so let's get to our question. How many homes out of the 173 that went under contract are over 1 million? So we've got answers of 22. We've got Lisa at 30. We got Rhodes at 23. Peggy said she said it first.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Listen, don't be like that, Peggy. It's Team Peggy and Jeff. Don't be going out on your own.
Brian said I got hit with the prices right last week. We'll go 23. Bob.
I don't think and isn't it Drew now? Not Bob, right?
I don't know. Bob was there forever though.
Yeah, but I think it's Drew Carey now.
Yeah. So the correct answer, actually, Lisa won, is 30.
Wow.
Whoa.
Good job, Lisa.
Good for you.
30 were over 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good.
Team Jeff and Peggy didn't do so good this week.
Jeff, you got some updates in your neighborhood, right?
I was driving home today and I caught some video of some things. Number one is they were out. I don't know what they were doing. They were like plowing a field or planting hay or raising chickens, or I don't know. There's a freaking tractor running around out in the field where they're going to be growing stuff in carns. So that was fun to see. John Deere tractor, if anybody cares.
I'm gonna pull it up here eventually. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the one. So they got that.
Greenhouse.
Green, is that what that is?
I think so.
Greenhouse. Okay. And then there's the field, and look, I think I zoomed in. There's the barn.
Yeah.
That's all a big field they're going to be growing stuff in.
Wow.
And there was a tractor. There it is. Yeah, there was a tractor with this thingy behind it, and I don't really know how to speak farm, but greenhouse. So the greenhouse, I guess that they'll be able to grow stuff in there year round, right?
Yeah. I think marijuana. You said.
It was not marijuana. No, sir. This is South Carolina. We don't do that here.
I can't. I
I might know a guy.
I do.
No, I don't know anybody.
What was this? Yeah,
This was the new tennis and pickleball and all and they were putting all these palm trees in.
Nice.
The landscapers were there going crazy. You told me that there was landscapers over at Horizons. I didn't get over there today. It's probably these same guys that were putting in all these trees here.
Yeah, I was shocked at the berms that were going into the entrance and all. They were almost all done. Palm trees standing up.
No, I'll have to go over and get some video of that for next week. And then there was one more video I sent. And yeah, you can see it here through there, but you can see the stop it there. You see the water slide?
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's right there. Now the top piece of the water slide isn't in yet, but I'd say about the bottom 2/3 of the water slide is in, and so if you keep rolling, then there's this big building that has like the clubhouse, and I assume there's the workings of the water slide. So the pool's obviously back there.
You think they're hand mixing all that cement for the pool?
Yeah, I don't know. The little cement mixers going. I bet you there was 50 people over there working today.
Yeah, and this is going to be where like the gym is and all of that, right?
I think so. There's 3 buildings there, so I haven't actually figured out what is in what building.
You haven't snuck over there after they closed or anything?
I am a rules follower, Mr. Klim. If it says no enter, I don't enter. Except I did to take this video, so I guess I'm lying.
Oh, poo.
I just don't want to get kicked out of my own neighborhood.
You kicked out everywhere else.
Yeah, seriously, I've been kicked out of our clients' homes before they own them by builders. You people that buy homes from us and then want me to go in and get video walking around sometimes, y'all don't realize how much you get me in trouble sometimes. I got thrown out of a neighborhood. Thrown out.
Oh, boy.
Because
of your attitude by any means, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's one builder that might not like me.
Just one?
Well, this week. But listen, this is not my fault.
Oh.
This is Mark's fault. And he's going to go, how's this my fault? I'm about to tell you. Listen, Robin, what is our number one job? To represent our clients. I don't work for the builder.
No.
I don't work for them. I work for our client.
Yeah.
And so every now and then, I got to get a little grumpy, get a little mouthy when the builder's not doing something they're supposed to do.
I agree.
So out of Mark and I, apparently, unbeknownst to me, it's been determined that when we have to scold somebody, it's Jeff that gets that job and not Mark.
Yeah.
Because Jeff has a way of yelling at you and then loving you.
Yeah.
And giving you a big hug.
That's true.
And Mark has a way of saying, fix it or I'll kill you, and then walk away. And he does.
Yeah. It usually gets done, but sometimes it doesn't work.
I've never seen that side of Mark.
So I can yell at you and then I can love you, and Mark will just yell at you.
Okay. I don't know.
When we started this relationship with Mark and I had no idea. I thought for sure if we ever had to be good cop, bad cop, that I was going to be the bad cop. I'm the good cop. Can you believe that?
No, I'm not. No, I don't believe that.
He does not get grumpy often, but every now and then.
It's true. It's true.
There's truth in this. Yeah.
Clem, really?
I know,
I'm shocked.
but he's doing it for the client, so it's okay.
Right.
Just made me see you in a whole different light. I just don't even know anymore.
You still respect him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I cannot respect you with all those flowers behind you. That
Hush
that
it
is
up
so
now.
distracting. It's like
It
a
is what it is.
Valentine's.
It
If
is
this
what
was
it
for
is.
Valentine's Day, I would get it, but that's all the time. That's a lot of flowers.
Yeah. It's
Let's
all
make
right.
it big so everybody can see.
In
My-
a
I don't-
uniform.
Yes.
Wait, are those M&Ms?
No, those are jelly beans.
Oh, why? Jelly beans?
I thought they were Turk cereal. Like you just
No,
went
but
over.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
they're nerds jelly beans.
Oh, we got a great question here. Robin, where do you get your nails done? Anywhere near Cane Bay? I love them.
Actually, no. I get them done at Queen's Nails in Goose Creek. Thank you.
It's so nice.
Off the
Very
rails.
nice.
This live has gone off the rails.
Hey, it's a lifestyle show, Jeff. I mean, we got to be able to give
Come on now.
recommendations about everything.
We
Come
do
on.
get questions like this, and sometimes Andrea will be like, I'll just text her and the client together and be like, hey, somebody needs to get their hair did, and then Andrea steps in and talks about whatever it is. But you know what? I should start including Robin on those too.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever you need.
Do you know how? Nothing. You don't care about mine?
They're
Oh.
lovely, Jeff. Jeff, I'm gonna buy you those sandals I sent you last night too.
I told you, if you'll wear them, I will buy them.
Lisa says yes. Andrew was great. She
Oh
gave
yeah,
me-
Lisa's one that I connected Andrea with by text message, and
See?
Yeah.
26 years of marriage. I know what she's capable of.
She gave me great referrals. She said.
Well, now you know where to get your nails did.
That's right.
All right, so I think that's all I got for tonight. Robin, any last minute shout outs or anything you know of that's coming up that we should tell our people?
I am getting ready to get my house into a better price. So my listing at 153 Penzance is going to have a new and improved price coming at $350,000. And it will right now it's the only house in Goose Creek that has a saltwater pool.
Ooh,
Yeah. So yeah, come on out and see
pool
it. Y'all.
season's coming.
That's this one right here, right?
Yes. It has acres and acres of wetlands behind it. Yeah, so we're getting ready to get a big price improvement on that, and has a saltwater pool and a nice big deck, and somebody's gonna love it.
So it's a go and show. It looks like
Cool.
it's vacant.
It is vacant. Yep. So
I'm
yeah,
trying to get to the pool to show people.
My
there,
light
it's
just
all the
turned
way
off.
at the end. There
There
we
it is.
go. Look at that. You don't
What's
have
this,
any
a big
acres in the
shed?
back.
Is this a big shed?
It's actually like a pavilion over the
Oh,
top.
very
Mhm.
nice.
By the pool, that's nice.
Yeah. It's
I like
huge
that.
out there. So
Oh, there it is.
exactly. There's acres and acres of wetlands. Great for
Sweet.
some parties.
You should buy it and have parties there for our clients, Robin.
Why
Oh.
gotta throw to parties? Jeff needs to throw to parties. You
Mark-
don't want a pink party, do you?
I don't want a pink party, but Mark, don't you already have a pool at your house?
Oh, there we go. Right?
I
Yes.
do.
Yes,
But
Queen.
I don't have enough room like that.
Okay, that's and
You
you don't have a
plenty of space.
pavilion.
You got plenty of room.
Jeff, what about you? Last minute shout outs or
Well, we went to see the mouse last week. We went down and saw Mickey and Minnie at Disney World, and I actually had a good time. I
Yeah.
will. So I was. Look at this. How could you be prepared with freaking mouse ears ready to go?
I had to annoy you in some way.
Oh my gosh. We actually had a good time. I was very relaxed. Mark got his butt beat on Thursday and Friday. He was very busy. I was sorry about that. But we got a call from the mouse on the way down, and they said, Mrs. Gregg, would you mind if we upgraded you to the Coronado Springs? We were staying at one of the Value Resorts, and we got upgraded to Coronado Springs because it's a convention hotel, and I don't think they had much of a convention going on. And so it was a good time. We went to Epcot the one day and Magic Kingdom one day,
Nice.
and almost got into a fight with a bunch of cheerleaders on one of the buses. But outside of that, it was a really nice trip.
So, what did
Yeah,
you think
thank
of
you.
Coronado? You said you had never stayed there before, right?
I had never stayed there, and I was at first concerned because I thought it was such a big property that it would take forever to walk to any of the stuff.
Yeah.
And it was only a 7-minute walk from our room to the main dining areas.
Wow.
And I actually liked it probably more than a lot of the other intermediates because since it is a convention hotel, they have a lot of nice, reasonable, Disney reasonable restaurants there. So a lot of the moderate resorts, they'll have like one restaurant and then the food court type place. This place had like 7 restaurants. Andrew and I's YouTube channel, Greg Getaways, we did a bunch of videos that'll be coming up in the next month or so. And so you can check out our stay there here. Go check out the channel, Greg Getaways.
Nice.
So the important thing is when you're done with Disney for the day, you get dropped off by the bus. And then and some of the places have like 4 or 5 different bus stops. The most important thing is how long was that walk from the bus to the room? Because that is the longest walk ever. Right?
It is. We walked about 7 miles each day in the park.
Woo.
And I would say the walk from the bus stop to our room was one of the longer walks that you could take. It was probably only 300 yards. It was just a few minute walk. But you're right. At 11 o'clock at night and you just walked 7 miles and then you sat down for 15 minutes, boy, that's a long walk.
Yeah.
Put me on some skates and roll me in, man.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Well, for me, I would just say everybody keep an eye out on the channel. We also have our secondary channel, Live in Carolina. We're going to be focusing on videos from Myrtle Beach and Greenville soon. Mike on our team is moving up to Greenville. So Live in Carolina, Livin Carolina. That is going to have some Summerville, Charleston videos on it too. But that'll be super cool. And then those golf cart videos, I think they're going to be great. So those will be about 3 weeks out, probably.
I just got a really good idea.
Oh,
We'll
no.
take it.
Go-kart karaoke.
No, Mark has a rule. Mark is not allowed to sing. We've tried it before. It didn't go well.
Why?
No.
Just because the viewership dropped off like a coyote jumping off the cliff.
No
have
singing.
special guests who, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, if we can find somebody that can get on the cart and sing with us, maybe we'll just drive around Cane Bay and ask people if they want to sing with us.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's no possible way. 2 old, disgusting guys driving up to young girls asking if they want to sing to us. That won't possibly go wrong.
We'll do it right around the school time. When the school
That'd be wonderful. Genius idea.
Let me get video of it, please.
If I get arrested, Robin, this was your idea. You're paying the bail money.
I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of our channel. Thanks so much. Keep bringing your questions. Bring them next week. Pop them in the comments. Of course, we love to do Zoom calls. So down in the description, you can click on the link, book a Zoom call with us, or at the very end of this video, we're going to pop up a little video and it has a QR code. You can scan that QR code and learn all about us and book a Zoom call there. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes tonight and through your mobile phones and all of that. We appreciate it. And until next week, we'll see you later.